Right now at 5:30, we're learning more about what led to a deadly stabbing in Knox County. You'll hear from the suspect coming up.
And rounds of storms moving through Bath County have left the area reeling as they clean up from past storms.
And tonight, the top 10 GOP candidates for the 2016 race for the White House set to duke it out in their first televised GOP debate.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning. Glad you're with us. It is Thursday, August 6th. I'm Sean Moody in for Bill Bryant this morning.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. Glad to have you here, Sean.
Yeah.
And hopefully you didn't get too caught up in all that rain this morning.
No, it wasn't too bad. I just made it in as it was starting to come down,
Yeah.
but I think the rest of the day you're not going to be able to dodge it.
And your anchor hair is intact. And that's
Yeah,
what's
exactly.
important, right?
That's the important part.
Yes, all of our anchor hair is intact. And let's get a check of Micah's hair and see how it's looking.
You know my hair doesn't move. It never moves. I can jump in a pool and I'm good to go. Here's First Alert Defender Live Radar. We're still with that First Alert Severe Weather Day because of this. Usually it's about the damaging winds, maybe some large hail or isolated tornadoes. That's not the case today. It's going to be the flash flooding concern. That's still severe weather, don't get me wrong, but it's going to be a different look than what we have been associated with in the past. Now, the past few weeks have been some flash flooding, and that's why we're concerned about it. Because once we get some rain rolling in, some heavy rain one after another, that will really increase that flash flood threat. Cynthia, Andy, you're done with this batch, but we have one down toward the south rolling through Lexington at this very moment, or Fayette County, that is. Mount Olivet, it's going to be a wet go at it up 68 through Carlisle. Yeah, we had some rain this morning, so a wet go at it for virtually everybody this morning. You've had some rain, and now that heavy batch is over the Kentucky Horse Park, heading right in between, I would say, Paris and also Georgetown. If you live over in the western sections, you're sitting there of Bourbon County, here comes a nice little shot of some rain. Harrodsburg seeing a little bit of that, especially just to the north of you guys, Salvisa area. Go throughout the afternoon, mid-70s, widespread rain during the afternoon. I think that's your best bet, and not only just widespread rain, but that's your best bet at the flooding concerns. So we'll get into that, and we'll talk all about that coming up in a few minutes.
All right, thanks, Micah. Later today, the family of a man killed in Jessamine County will hold a memorial service in his honor.
And Shane Washington died last Friday after investigators say Thomas Carson attacked him with an axe during a fight. Police arrested Carson and charged him with murder. Washington's wife says she wants everyone who knew him to gather today for that memorial service so they can share memories together.
He took care of us. He was our sole supporter. And nobody ever had a bad word to say about him.
That memorial service will begin this afternoon at 5 o'clock. It'll be at Riverview Baptist Church on Camp Daniel Boone Road here in Lexington.
A Knox County woman accused of killing a man says it was in self-defense. Police charged 34-year-old Jessica Hubbard with murder. And they say she stabbed Don Woolham to death Tuesday. From jail, Hubbard claimed Woolham was fighting with his girlfriend at a Barberville home, and the girlfriend was trying to leave. So Hubbard says she stepped in.
He was wailing on my face. He broke my nose, crushed my sinus cavities. There ain't no man gonna, beat me now without me self-protecting myself.
But a witness told us he saw Hubbard go after Woolham and stab him. He doesn't think it was self-defense. Witnesses also say the stabbing happened in front of 3 small children.
We begin our national news this morning with a breaking news alert out of Louisiana.
We've learned overnight that a police officer in Shreveport has been shot and killed. A police spokesperson said at a press conference the officer was shot while responding to a report of a suspicious person inside a home. The suspect was inside threatening to harm people. Police and canines are looking for the suspect. The officer killed has not been identified. We're working to gather more information and we'll bring it to you as soon as it comes into our newsroom. And in Kentucky, police officers in Louisville working on an officer-involved shooting. Officers say a man was shot and killed when he charged at 2 police officers while holding a knife. The chief of police says the 2 officers were standing outside a gas station downtown when the men came up to them and made a comment towards them. That's when the officers say they noticed that man had a knife.
The officers pulled their weapons and retreated as the man charged at them with the knife out in front of them. Both officers fired shots, striking the suspect a number of times.
Well, the police chief says they do have video of it and they plan to release it. They'll hold a news conference later today where we will hope to learn the names of the officers involved.
Police say they have a better idea of where a Kentucky inmate who escaped from prison 4 months ago could be. State police say they believe that James Dennis is now in the Henderson area. He's been on the run since April 7th. On that day, police say Dennis and another inmate, Kelly Conway, walked away from Blackburn Correctional Complex here in Lexington. Dennis was serving a 13-year sentence for meth and flagrant non-support convictions out of Davis and Union counties. Conway also hasn't been caught.
Well, new this morning, a Lawrenceburg man is charged with trespassing and unlawful imprisonment after police say he was found hiding in a woman's home carrying a knife. According to the Anderson News, 30-year-old Brian Wells was arrested. Police say he held the woman at knife point earlier in the day and threatened to kill her, himself, and her dog if she called police. He was later found hiding in her bed with a 13-inch knife hidden in his pants. He's pleaded not guilty to numerous charges and will be back in court a week from today.
Well, the lineup is set for tonight's first primetime Republican debate. 10 candidates made the cut. The rest will be relegated to a separate debate earlier in the evening. CBS's Craig Boswell reports from Washington, D.C. Now, as we've said, Kentucky Senator Rand Paul has made the cut for the debate tonight, but before that, he'll be appearing on CBS this morning for a live interview to talk about his campaign and strategy for the debate. If you want to check it out, that will air at 8 a.m. right after WKYT this morning.
Well, after more than a year of searching, a piece of missing Malaysia Airlines Flight 370 has been found. But more information is needed to solve the mystery of just what caused that plane to crash. Officials hope to now find voice and flight data recorders, but a former NTSB director says he's not hopeful any other pieces will be found. French officials are still continuing tests on the flaperon found on Reunion Island.
Authorities in Whitley County say they're concerned with a growing trend in meth usage. Police tell us they're seeing more and more problems with ice. It's an extremely pure and potent form of crystal meth. Officials say that drug, which is over 95% pure meth, is sending a pretty high number of people to the hospital. Just this week, Williamsburg officers say they arrested 4 people for suspected ice possession.
I live in this community and I raise my family here. And those drugs are on the street, they're affecting our community and our kids. And that's what concerns me the most, is a kid that's out there or a young adult that tries this and has never taken this kind of drug before. It's untelling, you know, how detrimental that'll be to them.
The jailer also says it's becoming an increasing problem within the jail since January. At least 10 inmates have been hospitalized with symptoms from the drug. He believes the drugs are being smuggled in from another country.
In Bath County, some people are still trying to clean up from Monday night's flooding, so forecast of more heavy rain comes at a really bad time. High water caused problems on roads across Bath County earlier this week, and that remained the concern as the rain rolled in again. People say they are somewhat prepared, however, since they've dealt with flooding before, and emergency management says they're concerned about making sure roads are clear for school buses.
I think now we're going to have a lot of school buses, parents taking children to school. We just need to be prepared for that and make sure that the roadways are clear and safe for them to travel on.
Emergency management is asking folks to stay off the roads in the event that flash flooding continues. Heavy rains flooded parts of Pineville and Bell County after that same storm system moved through. At one point, about a foot of water covered some downtown streets. In one neighborhood, emergency management says 400-pound rock, that's what blocked a culvert, and it caused water to flood some nearby homes. Crews say they'll be working to make sure other culverts in the county are clear. No injuries have been reported.
We're always tracking severe storms and weather on WKYT.com, and you can too. Use an interactive radar to zoom all the way into your neighborhood. You can download the WKYT News and radar apps to keep up with the weather when you're on the go. You can also share your pictures and your video with us. Just email them to eyewitness@WKYT.com or use the hashtag KYWeather.
We have a major traffic alert to pass along for you this morning. Starting tonight, lanes of New Circle Road will be shifted. It's part of that ongoing widening project between Leestown and Versailles roads. WKYT's Michelle Chamberlain live from the area with more on this. Good morning.
Good morning, Sean and Rebecca. Yeah, there is a traffic change to tell you about this morning as you prepare for your day. It's all taking place on New Circle Road. The traffic alert in effect begins slightly past Leestown Road and extends to Versailles Road. The change goes into effect tonight at 7 o'clock. Now, both lanes of the inner loop will be shifted left toward the median, so the work will be shifting inner loop traffic to middle lanes as they begin working on widening inner loop bridges. Police will be on the scene to assist with traffic. Now, remember, The speed limit in that area will remain at 45 miles per hour during construction. All of this is part of the widening and reconstruction project from Versailles Road to Leestown Road. Now, police are asking that you please watch out for stopped traffic. With the rain that could possibly happen tonight and construction, it just makes for dangerous roadways. Live in Lexington, Michelle Chamberlain, WKYT.
Well, thank you, Michelle. It is time to check live drive traffic this morning.
We're going to take a look at the Waze app and see if there's any action out there. Looks like a couple of stalled vehicle reports according to that map, but no major issues that we're hearing about. Obviously, that construction continues over there on Alumni between Tates Creek and Nicholasville Road. They're expected to have that complete by the end of the month, just in time for football season. Yeah, and you want to keep an eye on New Circle Road out there, like Michelle was just talking about. When they start doing those lane shifts tonight, it's certainly going to be something to keep an eye on. And be careful out there. All right, it is 5:40 on your Thursday morning. There's still a lot more to come. A special house reminiscent of a famous animated house from a Disney Pixar movie needs some help to save it.
Things look pretty nasty outside. There's two sides of this puzzle that we're going to be putting the pieces together. One side is really kind of sloppy. That's today. But the other side's really nice. And I'll show you when you can expect that. Coming up next.